Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaskar and welcome to today's webinar. After a long weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, finally Tuesday has arrived. And finally, we have been able to begin our webinars, continue our webinar series rather on indicators. This time, we're going to discuss stochastics. Now, last time we actually discussed RSI and people really liked the strategy. Today, we're going to see how we can use and understand what the stochastic is. Now, as you all know, we were actually going to begin to explain what the stochastic is. Lekin, if we explain the basics of what stochastics is, it's kind of boring, no? So instead of doing that, we'll spend a little bit of time on what the stochastic is, understand calculate kaise hota hai and plot kaise hota hai. And apart from that, we'll also learn how we can actually use the stochastic for a swing trading system. So we'll learn a trading system. I try to build a very easy system in these webinars so you can understand the application. But I have good news. We can actually learn a more advanced system in November. TradeSmart Online has actually very graciously decided to have the advanced classes where we'll talk about intraday and a bunch of stuff. That should be fun. So you should click on the link that you see in front of you and sign up, right? And now, before we begin, we always have an introduction. So let me read everyone's chats. I can see Inspired Dracula, A Singh, Gaurav Kalra. Hey, Gaurav, good to see you, man. Saroj, Healthy Lifestyle, MB Tyagi. It's a wonderful name. Rama, is that your phone number? Himanshu, मैं हिंदी और अंग्रेजी दोनों का उपयोग करूँगा. Hi, Riz Bhai. So, can everyone confirm that they can hear my voice clearly? Is my voice clear? Someone is saying that my voice is not clear. Can you just confirm that my voice is clear and you can hear me loud and properly? So, hi, Pratik Sharma. Here's my trading Krishna. Your Arjun is ready for war. Thanks, Pratik Sharma, for coming. Good to see you. You can hear me, right? Perfect. So if you can't, just refresh the page and you'll be able to see my voice. I've not begun my screen yet, right? So before we begin, guys, and full of energy, nice. So I have one question from you. Please tell me how many years you've been trading. After that, tell me your city. And finally, tell me how are you finding today, how are you finding the webinars we've done so far? If you've attended any of my webinars. So 3 things, tell me how many years you've been trading or whether you're a beginner, and comma, tell me what city you're from, and finally, tell me whether you're enjoying the webinar series we have done so far. So let me wait for some time. Vasant says 2 years, Bangalore, very nice. Any comments about the webinars you've attended so far at TradeSmart? That'd be great, very useful. I know Gaurav, he's from Jalandhar, Punjab. Sadhe Punjab de hain, very nice. And Mukesh, I actually used to live in Zirakpur, Gaurav, so I know that place a little well. 8 years, Pune, fantastic WN capital. Hopefully we can meet, I can learn. I used to stay in Ghodakhal, Mukesh, so I know Nainital really well. Pratik Sharma, 60 days Chandigarh. Hey, I used to live near there, very nice. Chennai, I will be visiting Chennai next week, so I'll be in your city. Krishnamurthy, I'm going for a long holiday. Haryana, 20 years Delhi. Arey Tanuj ji, aap kyun attend kiye hain? You are more senior than me. Kuch aapko add karna ho, to please put it in the comments. We'll all love to learn from you as well. Thank you for spending your time and coming over here. The very few people who have 20 years experience. Great to have you. Hi, Rupali Shah, Dehradun. We have guys from Easily Understood. Nice. A Singh's first webinar, no worries. पुणे कब आ रहे हो? ऐसा कोई प्लान नहीं है पुणे आने का, but देखते हैं, मैं जरूर कोशिश करूंगा. 1 month Rajkot, great, and it's free. Of course, Jaydeep, that's why you like it. Some workshop at Chennai. Hey, Seduraj, I think I met you in Bangalore. Am I correct? I think I met you before. So yeah, very nice. Excellent. So is everyone ready to begin? It's already 7:04. I certainly am. So we'll start in another 2 minutes. But before we do that, I need you to do 2 things. Can you hit the like button on this video so I know that you're liking what you see? Second, I need you to click on subscribe. So if you click on subscribe, you'll be able to see all of the new webinars we're coming up, including the advanced ones in the future. So please click on subscribe and click on like. Hey Seduraj, good to see you here again, man. Hi, how to? Good to see you. Hi, Don Channel. Very nice. Learning never ends. That's so true, Tanuj ji. But again, I really mean it. Thank you for coming. बहुत ही रेयर कोई मिलता है जो 20 साल का एक्सपीरियंस लेकर आते हैं. तो प्लीज मैं कुछ गलत बोलूं तो फील फ्री टू add to it. Jharkhand. Why have I lived? I have traveled a lot, guys. So Jitaram is from Jharkhand. I used to stay in Ranchi, Ranchi Khuti Road, if you know where that is, near Hardak. So I've been there as well. Wonderful. Now you guys need to do something. If you've already liked and subscribed, TradeSmart is going to share you the link of the advanced course. Can you please click on it? When you just click on the advanced course right now and fill up the form, I'll give you 30 seconds to fill up the form, and then we'll begin in 30 seconds, okay? I'm gonna pause the screen, I'm gonna show the screen and pause the voice, and in 30 seconds we'll begin. Please fill up the form really quickly. Riza is asking, have you been to Hyderabad? Yes, I was in Hyderabad about 2 weeks ago, and I went to Paradise to have the biryani. It was really good, Ruzbay, but it was a lot of biryani. So, but nice city, Hyderabad, wonderful city. Hi, IFT Mansu, good to see you. Great. And if you've not, Santosh is new to TradeSmart, so you really love it here. We do a lot of classes, and I'm sure you like the service as well. Is everyone ready to begin? Give me a caps lock yes with lots of exclamation marks, and then we'll begin. If you're ready to begin, just give me a nice yes, and we'll begin the stochastic indicator very quickly today and learn how it actually functions. I surely am ready. So let me open up the screen. Sachin Dariwal says done. What about everyone else? I don't hear the excitement, man. Where is the excitement? There it is. Anu, Pasant, Praveen, WN Capital, Selva, Himanshu, wonderful. Seduraj with some Zs as well. Ravi Shankar, wonderful. See, when you have enthusiasm, when you're happy, your mind is alert and you can learn better. That is why I try to sound active and I try to make you active so it gets easy to actually learn. So now I know that because you're active, the next 30 minutes belong to me. So let's begin the stochastic indicators. Now, before we begin, I want to show you this something really cool with the TradeSmart Online website. If you go here and paste it, you'll see TradeSmart Online/webinars. There are a bunch of classes over here that you could have attended. If you've not been able to attend, simply click on watch. Here we cover candlesticks, we cover how to identify trends, options. We also talk about Greeks a little bit. We did continuation, we've done RSI. Today, we're going to learn the stochastic indicator. Now, what is important is that you needed to attend this webinar. It was actually a very important webinar. It's called How to Identify Trends. So if you've not attended it, then I will review this webinar in 2-3 minutes. I can get you up to speed. But like most people, if you've attended this one, then you should have no problem learning how the stochastic works today, right? Let's move forward. You see that man over there? That's right, me. I look very smug, but I promise you I'm just a normal guy with pimples on his face. This one had a lot of makeup, but yeah, that's me, Prateek Singh, and I'll be taking today's class. I started trading about 11 years ago. The first few years were okay, but once I got more experienced, I actually got worse in trading because I thought the more knowledge I'll get, the more indicators I'll use, the more analysis I do, the more money I make. But this is not true. If you have to make money in the markets, you have to follow something very simple and do it every day. Trading is actually probably one of the most boring things I've done. That's right. Trading has to be boring. Only then can it be profitable. So when I say boring, I mean you have the strategy, you're doing the same thing every day. That's it, right? That's what I think is the key, and it's easy to do. So are we all ready to do stochastics? Let me read your comments very quickly. Hey, Prateek, put a face to the voice. No problem. Ruzbay, Superman. Thank you so much. हिंदी में मैं कोशिश करूंगा हिंदी में बोलने की और अंग्रेजी में. All right. Hi, Arun Mathal. Good to see you. Fantastic. It's a commitment. Completely right. So let me tell you about this guy. He is also very handsome. He started trading way back in the 1920s. He was born and he created a momentum indicator called, well, the stochastic. And this is how he visualized it. If you visualize a rocket going up in the air, before it can turn down, it must slow down. So momentum always changes direction before price. He actually said this. Now, here's what he meant. Imagine you're sitting, no, imagine you're standing in a large field and you have a ball in your hand. You look up and you throw the ball upwards, speeding, उड़ते हुए जल्दी से वो ball ऊपर जाता है फटाफट, and then it slows down, and just for a microsecond, it is in the air motionless. ना वो ऊपर जा रहा है, ना वो नीचे जा रहा है. Just for a microsecond, it is standing there, suspended in air. हिल रहा नहीं है, बस वहीं पर ही है, and then it starts to fall. This is what George, his full name is George C. Lane. George C. Lane realized that in the stock market too, just before an uptrend turns to a down move, the momentum will slow down, right? Makes sense? The momentum will slow down. And because of that, he created something called the stochastic indicator. Now, I have a very small quiz for you. Is everyone ready for the quiz? रामा कह रहे हैं so many friends can understand Hindi instead of English. मैं थोड़ा हिंदी इंग्लिश दोनों कोशिश करूंगा. I really heart friend you, sir. Okay, thanks Mukesh. Namaskar. Can I ask this question to you? Okay, perfect. ये बहुत ही simple question है. आने दो. अनु पक्का पंजाबी है. तो आने दो. So बहुत ही simple question है, ठीक है? Don't think too much, but common sense का question. Okay, let's look at both of these charts. अगर आपको कैंडलस्टिक्स नहीं कीजिएगा, मैं ये अज्यूम कर रहा हूं सबको कैंडलस्टिक आता है. आई एम अज्यूमिंग एवरीवन नोज कैंडलस्टिक्स, राइट? दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ये बार्स हैं दोस्तों, बार 2, बार 3, राइट? ये है ऑप्शन 1. दूसरा में बार 1, बार 2, बार 3. अब इसमें नोटिस करेंगे दोनों में मार्केट्स यहां शुरू हुए और एंड लगभग वही करे, राइट? मैं इनफैक्ट दोनों को एंडिंग भी वही करा देता हूं. हियर यू गो. ओके, सो हम ये अज्यूम कर लेते हैं कि दोनों का एंडिंग भी, सॉरी, लेट मी एडिट दिस इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, दोनों का एंडिंग भी वही है. तो दोनों स्टार्ट यहां किए और दोनों एंड भी वही किए. दे बोथ स्टार्टेड एंड एंडेड एग्जैक्टली एट द सेम प्लेस. बट माय क्वेश्चन टू यू इज, which one is more bullish, right? They both have traversed the same amount, but one of them is more bullish. Which one? Option 1 or option 2? Please write down your answer with an explanation. If your answer is option 1, put a comma and explain why. And if your answer is option 2, put a comma and explain why. Both of them have moved the same amount, but this one has some wicks. So this one does not. So which one do you think is more bullish? Okay, so let's see. Option 2, people are saying option 1, option 1, option 2. 1 1 2 1 1. अरुण महातो's आइडिया आंसर सबसे अच्छा था. हाय, अरे आंसर बता दो सर. How to, guys, hit the like button. Hey, how to, very sweet of you. Thanks for writing that. On and on like the Energizer buddy. Okay, Himanshu is the first one to answer. Okay, who's answering? Ishan is the first one. 1, there is no low. Very good answer, Ishan. VNM Capital, option 1. Arey VNM Capital, sir, you're very intelligent. You already know the answer. Perfect. Option 2, because of the upside line. Okay, Vasant, interesting. Option 2, no. Option 1, because it's always going up without any hiccups, says Himanshu. Very nice. Option 1, because no upper end. Of course, Tanujji, you know these simple things, but thank you for answering. Option 1, there is a less bear pull down. Perfect. So all of you actually are completely right. Very simple observation. The price has moved from here. Oh, sorry. Price have moved from here all the way to here. But in this case, the price opened, buyers pushed it up, and the highest that day when the market went, that was the highest. There is no high. You know when a high is created? When there is selling. Look at this. This is the maximum the market has gone up. That means there are only buyers in this market, right? So the close vis-a-vis, the close compared to the high of the day, is very important, है ना? अब यहाँ पे देखिए, market opened, selling pressure, then went up high, and then selling pressure, then market next day market opened, went up a lot, then selling pressure came down. Next day market opened, went up here, and then selling pressure. So obviously there was more selling pressure in option 2 than compared to option 1. Now this is what Mr. George C. Lane said. Hey, if the market, I mean, if the stock is closing near its highs every day, then there is momentum. Does that make sense? अगर मार्केट अपने हाईज पे रोज क्लोज कर रही है तो उसमें मोमेंटम है कि नहीं? प्लीज टाइप योर आंसर yes or no. If the market closes at its high every day, does that mean there is momentum? Yes or no? Okay, great job. Let me see your answers. She says, hi, class. Thank you. You guys know too well. Because closing is high, understood momentum, perfect. So this is basically, guys, what the stochastic indicator actually manages. So let me do this later. Hold on. Okay. So which is more bullish, right? We already have should be stochastics, right? So stochastics basically shows the location of the close relative to the high or the low range over the last X number of days. So whenever we calculate stochastic, we calculate it over the last 14 days, and it's basically trying to calculate how far away did the close from the high of the day. That's it. That's all it's actually doing, right? Okay. Hi, Robo Warriors. Hi, Shivam. Great. All right. So basically, this is what it does, right? As you know, in option 1, the stochastic will climb. A stochastic, everyone knows, is an indicator, right? So the stochastic goes up if the close is very close, is very near the high of the day. So in option 1, the stochastic will climb. In this case, the stochastic will also climb, but it won't be very steep. बहुत आराम से धीरे-धीरे climb करेगा. Is everyone clear so far? Just type clear, and then we move on to something much cooler than just looking at closes and highs. Can you just say yes and then forward? Clear, 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 clear. Okay, fine. Everyone's saying clear. Sorry, guys, I have to wait for 10 seconds because between when I talk and we actually reply, it takes 10 seconds. Thanks, Seduraj, for saying Sprite. Sprite answer these guys. Show you. I have done my job. Stochastic is an oscillator, right? Oscillator means it moves and 100. So it moves between 0 and 100, just like the RSI. ये 100 के पार नहीं जाएगा, 0 से नीचे नहीं जाएगा. It won't go beyond 100 and it won't go below 0. It's an oscillator. Now I am explaining what is the stochastic. Can I tell you what I personally think about the stochastic? Can you all hear me? Did you hear me? Okay, can you all confirm that you can hear? The podcast, is it? Hmm. Can you all hear me? You need to tell me when you can hear me. I'll keep. But if you can hear me, and if you can't, then I'll have to figure this out. So let me wait. Let it come back. Hi, Shri Sharma. Thanks for introducing me. Is it better now? Not proper. Is it better now? Can you see the screen by any chance? Are you able to hear me, guys? This one more time. 3, 2, 1. If you can hear me, just tell me that you can hear me properly. No audio at all. I should work. Can you hear me now? Let's check now if you can hear me better, because I think the screen has come up. Can you hear me properly? Sorry about the trouble. Can you hear me? Can I continue? I'll keep talking continuously to make sure that the thing is working. Let me know if you can't hear me. Want market to crack for gap ups, but voice is cracking. I'm sorry about this, but do the voice is can't hear me. You can. Ouch! This is really bad. Any chance? I'll keep talking. It's smart. Any ideas of what I can do? Any idea what I can do to make this fixed? Okay, so let me do something. Let me close the video and keep uh, keep the audio on. So okay, let me see what I can do. All right, hear my voice. So if you can switch the video off. Can you hear my voice? If you can everyone bear attack? Yeah. Someone doesn't want me to teach you this. You can sing us a song for a filler. Sorry, Sedraj. My internet's actually pretty good. Okay, so this is good. Can everyone refresh their page once? It's all right now, right? So maybe. So can you just refresh your page once if you can't hear me? Now let me switch on the video again and see if the video actually comes on. So I'll go to Stochastic and I'll click on Start. And if this doesn't work, I will open up a new connection. Trust me, I can still teach. So, sorry about it. Let's just try to see if the video comes on. The video comes on and you can hear me. I think voice is good. Good enough. Give me a big yes if you all can hear me. ले गई. Thank you. Break हो रहा है. Video off. Video off again. Okay, I've got one idea. Let me switch to another internet connection if you can't hear me. Can you hear me? Okay, everyone says they can, so hopefully you actually can hear me. The video is back, now it's cool, okay? So can we begin? because I can see the, let me refresh the page. Hold on. When you see my screen, I'm really sorry about this, guys, but sometimes technology works against you. What can you do, right? All right, can we do it? Okay, let's the problem. Now, remember that the stochastic is oscillator. It moves 0 all the way to 100 and then comes back down. Now, I need to honestly tell you what I think as indicator. There are 2 points in favor and 2 points against. So I'll talk about against first. That I think the stochastic is as good as the RSI. I don't see it. Okay, that's me being honest. The second thing I notice is that it's a 50, more than 50, 60-year-old indicator, 60, 70-year-old indicator. That's a really long time. So when something is really, really old, generally it doesn't tend to give a great return, right? So these are the negatives on this. The better of stochastic. The first is it measures momentum really well. Second, the good part is that if you trade just stochastics for momentum trading, that's swing trading, you will be profitable. It's a very good system. However, I think there are better systems out there, right? So if you have a guy who does not, and you want to trade, stochastics is the best way to begin. Now, I need to ask you whether all of you understand the swing high, swing low. So can we do a quick recap? Very quick recap for people who don't know. When the market goes up and it reverses, that is a swing high, okay? And when the market goes down and reverses, that is a swing low. So the lowest point in this is your swing low. The highest point over here is your swing high, right? SH. And over here is SL, right? Swing low. Now, this is what a swing high and swing low work at. Let's just do a quick quiz. So how many swing highs do you see on your screen? Put your answer now. Very quickly, let's see everyone's answer. Let's see who's the first one to watch. Okay, give me a few minutes, seconds to see how many of you can answer this question. 4, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, absolutely right. Mahesh, how to, Anup, Rusbe, Mahesh, everyone got it. Excellent, very, 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 very nice. So you got 4 swing highs, perfect. And then you have swing lows, right? So it's just the opposite. Can you all tell me how many swing lows do you see in front of your screen? Very quickly. Let's see how many swing lows we can get. Nice, Siddharth Malhotra. The new one I just drew, how many swing lows do you see? Perfect. Excellent, Seduraj, Arun Singh, how to, Rupali, Santosh, Suresh, Anup, Ravi. Perfect, perfect answers very quickly. Here it is, number of swing lows, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Very easy, 4 swing highs and swing lows. Now remember, I think a swing high and swing low is the best way to find out which way the stock markets are moving. But the stochastics will tell you when to use the swing highs and lows. Make sense? The stochastic will tell you when to use the swing highs and swing lows. So now we come to the best part of the webinar. And hopefully the internet doesn't disconnect now. But now we learn the actual method we can use to trade stochastics. But before that, I always ask you, do this. Thoda pyar dikhao. Subscribe. Just like my internet connection, I don't want you guys to trip over any trades in the future. So just quickly subscribe, keep attending our webinars. And next we will start discussing how to buy and sell using stochastics, right? So in stochastics, a very simple way this stochastic first looks like, okay? So you see this Tata Power, let me zoom in and add the stochastic for you. So I'm using investing.com. This is Tata Power 1 day chart. Okay, it's a daily chart. What you need to do is go to indicators. I'll search for stochastic. So you'll see stochastic RSI and stochastic. Don't do that. Just select stochastic, and you will get default settings of 14 periods. 14 periods means the indicator is calculated over a 14 period time, right? And that's exactly what you need. And you'll see two lines here. So the blue line is your stochastic. Okay, so the blue line is stochastic. So as you can see from here, the market has moved down all the way here, right? So the close is very near to the lows. So then he knows, so stochastic knows there's a lot of selling pressure. So even despite having sideways, the stochastic will actually move down. So as you can see, the momentum, upward momentum is going, and surely enough, the market actually fell down after that. Very interesting, right? Then you'll notice over here, most of the closes are on the higher side rather than the low side. So that's why stochastic was going up, especially here in the green bars. So that's what stochastic does. It moves between 0 and 100. So the blue bar is your stochastic, right? That's what it's doing. Now, what is the red line? Can anyone tell me? The blue line is stochastic. What is that red line? Any ideas? Any ideas? Harish Sharma has this share in his portfolio. Perfect. We'll analyze it for you, Harish. Stochastic is for positional trading, Arunji. Can anyone guess why? Yes, perfect. That's exactly. It's for positional trading, Arun. So no, it's not RSI. That's not RSI. It's actually the average. So the red line is actually the average of the blue line. It kind of smoothens the line out. So you know, देखो ऊपर नीचे जा रहा है यहाँ पे. So this will basically just smoothen the line out, nothing else. But you keep your eye on the blue line. Okay, keep your eye on the blue line. Now let's learn how to actually trade it. Step number 1: if stochastic touches 20, time to buy. So I'll change this to 20. When the stochastic, if this is the stochastic, it touches 20, it is time to buy. You don't buy yet, it is time to buy. Okay, so over here we can see 100 is here, 0 is here, 20 is right here. Touch right here when this red bar happened, and it is time to buy. Don't buy at this point. It is just step number 1. So in this case, when the stochastic actually touched the blue line, touched 20. 1 is here. Second time it touched is over here, and after that the market went up. Third time it went here, market went up but fell down again. Before that, the first time it touched was over here. The market continued to fall, went up a little bit. So the question is, yes, the market does turn upwards after a few days when it touches 20, but how do you know where to buy? This is where the analysis comes in, and let me show you how to do this. Step number 1, if stochastic touches, step number 1. Step number 2 is you buy when the close is above. So after not 30, after touch 20, we close when the market closes above a swing high. Then you have total information first, and you can buy. This is extremely similar to the RSI, which is why I said that stochastic and RSI, in my mind, is very similar, and they can be used in very similar ways, right? Okay, is everyone clear so far? Everyone, I'll show you some examples, but step number 1, wait for the RSI to touch 20. Step number 2, wait for a bar to close above swing high. Okay, I'll say it again, but first confirm that you can hear me. Can you all hear my voice? Yeah, step number 1, stochastic is equal to 20, time to buy. Yes, Vivek Tiwari, perfect. And step number 2, when the market closes above swing high, then you buy. Is everyone clear so far? Let me show you a real example. Stochastic looks more volatile than RSI. Yeah, totally right. It is more volatile than the RSI. Today seems to be like a very difficult day to go through this entire thing. My God, what can we do, right? So let me just restart the screen share. I think there's something wrong with Google, because I have a very fast internet connection. I run Netflix on this, so I don't know why this is happening, because many people are getting a delayed feed as well. Is it better now? Yeah, I'll move my screen a little bit. Can you all see this? I hope you can see the screen a little bit. I'll show you some trades. Halloween horror. Yeah, Pratik. Thank you everyone for being so so understanding. Okay, perfect. So let me show you some examples. I'll first show you with Tata Power. Okay. So you all need to say whether you agree or not. Let me find. Okay. Step number one: RSI touches 20. In this case, it has. Right here, we've touched 20. Step number two: this green bar has closed above the swing high. So therefore, over here, that green bar we will BUY, that is buy, right? Does everyone agree with this? Yeah, step number one, stochastic touches 20, and step number two, a swing high forms, and this green bar closes above that swing high. Can everyone type agreed? If you type agreed, then I'll move on. I must get at least 20 people to say agreed. So let me just wait 10 seconds. Tell me if you not forward, especially the new did this before. I'm sure we'll understand this very easily. Agreed. Okay, I will do that. I will talk about the target and all of that as well. So let me show you something pretty awesome. You would have bought the market at 80. It's currently trading at 84, which means you would have made about what, 80 to 84, 80, 85. It's a 5 rupee gain on an 80 rupee stock. And if you calculate the percentage, is I think it's 6.25%. Let me check. 6.25%. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Such a simple thing. And how does that work? We all know that the stochastic tells us that there's too much selling happening. And as soon as that happens, we look for a swing high. And as soon as we close over the swing high, we know the market will go up. Isn't that beautiful? Perfect. Let me show you a little tricky trade. Is everyone ready for a little tricky trade? Can we do that? Okay, perfect. So look at this tricky trade. In this case, the stochastic touched the 20 line here, right over here, this red bar, then it went down, went up, and we have a swing high right here. This green bar didn't close above the swing high, but this red bar did. So you would have actually bought this red bar. And just look at this. The next day, the market bloody gapped up, man, which means you're onto something, right? You bought at 81, and the next day the market's at 84. It went up 6% in a single hit. Very, very interesting. Let me show you one more example. This is the first time stochastic touched 20, which is right here. So we had a swing high, no bar closed above it. We have a swing high. This bar tried to go above it, but it didn't close above it. There's no swing high here. This bar tried to go above the swing high, but didn't close. No trade, guys. Do you see that? There is no trade here because we never closed above the swing high. The only time we actually closed above the swing high actually happened here with this red bar. And when it did, the market went up. You know what I'm going to say? Boom, 6%. Right? Very cool. Color does not matter, Ajay. Perfect. That's right. The color of the bar does not matter. Can we talk about Yes Bank? Yes, Harish, let's talk about Yes Bank. Let's see how the trade went for Yes Bank. Let me open that up. Yes Bank. Here it is. Yes Bank भी देखते हैं. Hope सबको समझ आ रहा है. ज़्यादा complicated नहीं है. बहुत ही simple strategy है. अगर आपकी कोई अंकल हैं या कहते हैं कि बेटा बताओ कौन सा स्टॉक ट्रेड करना है, तो open up the stochastic or the RSI, find your trade and tell them, अंकल जी ये दो stocks में momentum बन गया है, and you'll be able to answer his question, right? For you guys, I think you should learn intraday trading as well, which makes things easier. Okay, so this is Yes Bank. Looks like a very good. Let me add RSI. Why do I get the feeling Himanshu owns Yes Bank, bought, and he does not want to exit? ऐसा feeling आ रहा है मुझे. So the interesting thing is, if you look at Yes Bank, there are only 2 times it has touched 20. One, right from here, and then as you can see, the market just went up. Second time it touched 20. So The swing high right now is here. What's going to happen is Yes Bank is going to go sideways for the next month, and maybe December first week you'll get a close above. And if you do, that's when Yes Bank is a time to buy. Other than that, there's no trade at all. If you look at the trade here, you would have bought here, it went sideways and went up. That's it. So Yes Bank, you just had two trades. That's it. Is everyone understanding so far? Oh, did I open RSI? God damn it. Sorry, guys. So let me open up. Sorry. So let me. I'm so used to the RSI indicator. I opened up RSI by mistake. Let me open. How do I get rid of this? Let me open Yes Bank again, and this time add Stochastic instead of RSI. So same thing with both of the indicators. You can use them in either way. Let me open this up. Thanks for pointing it out. And let me make this candlesticks, expand the screen and add stochastic. There it is, stochastic. Okay, fine. So I think stochastic is, so basically stochastic is the crazy brother of RSI. The crazy brother of RSI. So let's see how stochastic would have here. Okay, first time it touched 20 is right here. Does everyone agree? Just type agree. Perfect. This is that red bar. Swing high is here. Market goes sideways. New swing high develops. Perfect. After many days, this green bar forms, which closes above our swing high. So therefore, that is our BUY. That is buy. Perfect, right? Simply got that entry and a beautiful move up. Does everyone agree with this trade? Just type a number and say, yes, I agree with this trade. So simple. Market touched 20 and then finally it closed above a swing high after many, many days. And look at that. The momentum is crazy. It went all the way from 300 to 370. It's crazy. So about 70 rupees on a 300 rupees stock, 23%. Wow. that's amazing, right? That's a 23% move up by Yes Bank. It's crazy. So does everyone agree to this trade? Just type agree once. It's beautiful, right? So guys, remember, trading is not complicated. People are. Just select a strategy and just follow it. Or kuch nahi karna aapko, right? So that's one. The second thing is we have this 20 here. That's this red bar. This is our swing high. No close, no close, no close, no close. There it is. Small, you can see, which closed above the swing high. Look at that. I want to cry when I see these moves up. It's so nice and so beautiful. It just moves up, right? Beautiful. So now let me talk about the stop loss. You have to keep the stop loss at the latest swing low. Latest swing low is your stop loss. Okay, so that's your entry. Stop loss would be here, your latest swing low. Where is your exit? You move the stop loss to the latest swing low every time and get stopped out, right? If exit 6%, all right, that's it. So if you want to have a target, exit at 6%. If you want to trail your stop loss, trail it to the latest swing low and keep holding it for as long as you can. Okay, so I think everyone can hear me, right? I hope it's still working. Perfect. Let me show you one more example. Let me go to, I'll go to NSE India and open up the gainers of the day. Can you guys mention any two stocks, please? Any of these stocks from the list? I will select two stocks that you select. Okay, let me go with Hindustan Unilever. You type in Unilever. There it is. And I'll open the technical chart. It's not really how to. No, you can't trade options with this. Axis Bank. Okay, I'll open Axis Bank. the chart's opening. Give me a minute. Right, so I'll change this to candlesticks and the great. So now let me expand this and add the indicator stochastic. Excellent. And I'll remove this volume. Great. Now let me zoom in. Fantastic. All right. Can you all help me out, please? Number one, let's start over here. The first time stochastic touches 20 is here. We have a swing high here. Then a new swing high develops here. So you would have bought the close of this green bar, right? I'll mark it with the B. It's a buy. Here, then the market moves up, trade it here. Market will trade it here. Trade it here. Isn't that beautiful? You bought it here and the market just went up. Doesn't this work like magic? It just moves up so beautifully. The next time you see 20 here, which is this big red bar. We didn't close above the swing high. We have another swing high here. And this bar closes above that. So we have a buy right here. Stop loss will initially be over here. You can also keep it here. That's your choice. Then you move the stop loss. One thing I want to show you, move the stop loss and you got stopped out, yes, in Hindustan. So you bought here, here we gain, which is roughly 2%. So the question is, you entered here, why couldn't we exit here? Please don't think that. There is no way to predict that the market will reverse. It could have easily just gone up. So don't get into the predicting game. We cannot predict. We can follow trends, and that's what you should. Today we're having Halloween effect. Yeah, that's totally right. Do we have an option to trade in Bitcoin in TradeSmart? No, Harish. TradeSmart does not allow Bitcoin trading. In fact, no broker that I know actually does. So no, there's no way that you can actually do that, as far as I know. Okay, perfect. I'll take one last example, guys, and then we'll head for the day. Why don't we see the most popular Axis Bank? As you all know, it crashed very recently. So I don't think it's going to make a lot of money, but let's see it anyway. So Axis Bank opening here. I'm clicking on candlesticks. Beautiful. Now let me add the indicator. And I'll remove the volume. Excellent. So let's look at the last few trades. I'm sure it would have been a loss, but let's see it one by one. We have the stochastic here, touch 20, high, perfect. This green bar we would have bought and got stopped out right here. The next trade is when the RSI touched 20 here again. We have a swing high here. We would have bought really late into the game. Stop loss initially here, then you would have trailed it here, and you're out, and you would have lost money yet again in Axis Bank. 2 lost trades in a row. Next, this touched, and there's no swing high at all. So no trade. So Axis Bank has had 2 trades since August, and both of them were losses in this case. Perfect. So that's it, guys. It's a very simple strategy that works well. Vasant says, are you a technical analyst? Yeah, I'm a technical analyst. I'm just a trader, Vasant. I'm just a trader. Actually, me, I earned a decent amount. Some people attending today saw my trade, so it's actually a very decent amount. So today was a good day. Anyway, that's it, guys. Have a opportunity. Rosberg covering very soon. That is in November. So please share your feedback. I really would like to apologize for the problems we faced, but it's not in our hands when the internet goes off. But I thank you for your patience. Did you enjoy today's webinar? Harish says, should you trade using strategy? Harish, the only thing in strategy, you cannot trade any other way. You have to have a strategy and trade it every day. Otherwise, there's no point. right? Will it work in a 5-minute charts? No, Maharaja, it won't. Thank you, Mukesh. Thanks for attending. Rupali Shah says, yeah, yep, that's right. So, Rusbay, you should actually attend our advanced course. You'll probably like those. Thanks, Arun Mato, for coming. That was wonderful. Please have a webinar on Bank Nifty. Sure, we will do a webinar on Bank Nifty, and TradeSmart would actually like to share a few links with you. Please click on those links and see. We're having a very interesting webinar coming up next. That's on trades and webinar right here. So if you look, that webinar is 2 days from now. The moving average strategy you guys should attend. Again, it's using an indicator, and I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun seeing it because it's pretty simple and it works really, really well. Thank you everyone for your time. I will see you very, very soon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rupali. Take care. Goodbye. Take care.